itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. The moment you decide, Your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid
KAILASA, the good God country. Hinduism has something great to offer. Hindu God, Paramashiva, is good. We love him not just because he gives us what we want, but because he is good, and he has so much to offer to the world that makes the best nation. Hindu God has life positive, all-inclusive, good, spiritual, social, political, and moral principles. Hindu principles are guaranteed solutions for all the major problems of humanity: resettlement, violence and lawfare, impoverishment, inequality, environmental footprint, pandemic and biowar, disputes, feminist movement, women's rights, child rights, minority rights, linguistic rights, human rights. Because Hinduism has the best to offer to the world, KAILASA, standing tall since 1994 for the grand narrative of Hinduism, is the good God's country. Founder of KAILASA, Paramashiva, and his 1008th incarnation, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of KAILASA, the enlightened civilization, the greatest Hindu nation. His Divine Holiness was birthed by his predecessors of enlightened masters, great rishis, munis, siddhas, who predicted and recognized His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as an incarnation of Paramashiva, as per the science of incarnation described in Hinduism. From his first Chaturmasya at the age of 3 in the year 1980 until the age of 16 in the year 1994, the Supreme Pontiff was trained for the revival of KAILASA. He began reviving KAILASA from the age of 16 after the coronation on the 25th May 1994. KAILASA that we see today is 26 years of sincere hard work of the reviver and Hindu diaspora all over the world. KAILASA has a potential population of 2 billion Hindus worldwide with over 100 million applications to its citizenship already applied. Hinduism has stood over 10,000 years as an enlightened civilization, has been a global beacon of spiritual and timeless wisdom, technology, and culture.
He's wearing a grey jacket. His name is Boris.
The world's ancient civilization produced more than 40% of the world's GDP.
Purpose of life is to experience oneness with the ultimate reality, Paramashiva. Life exists on the planet Earth for last 40 billion years, and 5 times life faced complete extinction on the planet Earth. But somewhere one DNA, one cell, living organism is thrown out of planet Earth, preserved inside a volcano rock. After millions of years comes back to Earth due to gravity or whatever reason, gets into the ocean and starts the life again. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is the conscious science to give breakthrough to your DNA through natural selection process and to your consciousness through the conscious decision process. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is a sacred spiritual science. It is not bunch of do's and don'ts. No. Please understand, it is the revelations of sacred truths, cosmic truths, powerful cognition. It is still alive, that science is available, time-tested, foolproof. This science of living enlightenment is the complete solution for all the problems individual or society or modern day humanity is facing. Then you will understand all the problems of the modern day humanity. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is solution. Whether the terrorism or climate change, natural calamities or man-made calamities, for all the problems humanity is facing, the only solution is science of living enlightenment, revealed by Paramashiva from the Vedagamas in the modern day through this body. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution and setting model communities. Understand? KAILASA is reviving the ancient Hindu enlightened civilization. Paramashiva manifested this KAILASA mandala, the enlightenment ecosystem and the lifestyle. I am going to revive this whole enlightenment ecosystem, KAILASA, by creating a model KAILASAs all over the world. I will work sincerely and revive this spiritual science, which is the core for enlightenment ecosystem. making you all manifest the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness and Kailasa of Paramashiva, and making all of us manifest Paramashiva.
In a world ravaged by war, ecological destruction, hatred and division, Kailasa stands as a bold vision of human potential, coexistence, organic living, and alignment with nature. Over the past 50 years, the world has seen the creation of dozens of new countries, and so if anything, it would be odd not to see a new country formed in the 21st century. Without the protection of political legitimacy, there is an imminent danger that the great tenets, scriptures, and science of creating an enlightened civilization, which spanned 56 states, 200 kingdoms, 1700 samsthanas, and 10,000 sampradayas, will be forever lost to humanity. The Hindu diaspora are highly successful around the world. They formed the dispossessed diaspora who has been driven to other countries because they are unable to practice their religion authentically in their own country. They have flourished in countries where they have been allowed to settle with religious freedom. For example, in the United States, Hindus are the most educated and highest earning community, with 77% of them holding a bachelor's degree and 48% having an income of $100,000 or more. Although they are only 1% of the population, Hindus have launched 13.5% of the startups in the USA. They hold leadership, technical and creative positions in companies such as Microsoft, Google, Facebook, etc. This success has been repeated around the world, in the UK, Canada, Australia, etc. James Kirkup, in his 2015 Telegraph article says, British Indians are not just the most successful immigrant group in this country's recent history, but the most successful group of people, full stop. He continues, more extraordinary than the rise in numbers is how it has taken place so harmoniously and profitably for this country and those in it. British Indians, quite simply, are among the most industrious, accomplished and credible amongst us. The best of British, if you like. The same article says that British Hindus are barely 2% of the population, but 12% of all the doctors. Australia and Canada have understood the ingredients of fast economic growth of the country and are doing everything to attract the educated, rich Hindu community. Hindus are the fastest growing migrant population in Australia. In 2017, 200% more Hindus have received invitation for Canadian Permanent Residency Program. Even now, the Hindu diaspora worldwide are the richest. No divorce, have no cases of drugs and substance abuse, lowest mental disorder, no depression. Hinduism is the only religion which neither converts nor kills. Absolutely non-violent, the elite sect of mankind. Because the Hindu diaspora worldwide and the Supreme Pontiff are successful in spreading their spiritual Hindu message of openness and inclusiveness against the forces of hatred and exclusivity, they have become the victims of relentless attacks by multi-armed apparatus of state power. Anti-Hindu forces, extremist caste, supremacist militant organization want a one ideology, Hinduism, under their exclusive domain. What they cannot digest into themselves, they systematically delegitimize and exterminate. Lawfare, assassination attempts, character assassination of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Attempted assassination and assassinated Kailasians. Sexual assaults and rape of female monks of Kailasa. Objectification. Character assassination. State-funded child abuse and sexual abuse on the children of Kailasa.
Then I told I don't want to see a picture. Then I told I don't want to see a picture. Then they showed me a picture.
State-operated embezzlement of funds, properties and assets donated by the Hindu diaspora worldwide for the purpose of the revival of Kailasa. Since 1994 up to until now. Building a nation is not a project accomplished overnight or by virtue of hope. Kailasa is the manifestation of 26 years of sincere hard work, sacrifices, integrity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and the Hindu diaspora worldwide for the past 26 years for the enlightenment of humanity.
Paramashivoham. time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. The moment you decide your consciousness.
Nithyanandam Paramashivoham Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatidam Anasarasham Tattvamashyadiraksham Egam Nityam Vimulamachalam Sarvadishakshibhudam Bhavatidam Trunragidam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyananda everyone, we welcome you all back to today's Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan, manifesting super consciousness, the wealth with the grace and blessings of Bhagavan Venkateshwara through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Before starting the segment, a few security measures KAILASA security agencies. Photography, video, and audio recording of any kind is strictly prohibited during all the sessions. Be on mute, be on camera throughout the class. If you need to step out in any situation, please inform the digital security officers. And here are a few important cautions before starting today's segment. Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan, manifesting conscious wealth with the grace and blessings of Bhagavan Venkateshwara. By the enlightening teachings of Guru, by the Shaktipada, the graceful transmission of the spiritual powers from the Guru, by looking at the secret feet of the Guru, or by the complete loving favor of the Guru Prasad, the ultimate goal and the space and Paramapadam is attained. By the teaching of the Guru, or by just looking at the staring at the feet of the Guru, by his grace, the ultimate goal, the space of Paramapadam is attained. This is from Tantavits number 60. So what I will be learning today? The first, we're going to have a proper understanding about wealth and what is wealth and abundance. Who is Bhagavan Venkateshwara and what are the principles of Bhagavan Venkateshwara? And we're going to learn about the science, how we can go beyond poverty in the wealth consciousness. And what are the powerful cognitions about the wealth and abundance. And finally, we're going to enjoy the Diksha and the Darshan of Bhagavan Venkateshwara, manifest in the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, our beloved Guru, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivam. So, Bhagavan Venkateshwara. The powerful cognitions you will be learning today is about the sacred science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan and who is Bhagavan Venkateshwara and what are the things which is blocking in our wealth. Each and everyone's life, our wealth has always been our part, right? So today in this segment, we're going to see what are the things which is blocking we manifesting wealth in our life and what are the right understanding, the powerful cognitions, we can break all the poverty cycles and we can manifest wealth in our life. Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan is taught, this program has taught, is in as per the 4 aspects of Hindu scriptures. First is through the Kriya Pada, that rises electromagnetic forces of your existence and connect with your God. Next is the Charya Pada, the lifestyle of living enlightenment, Jiva, the self, connecting with all the dimensions of the world. Next is Yoga Pada, rising your Kundalini and connecting with Paramashiva, the Supreme Consciousness. Fourth is a Jnana Pada, bringing Paramashiva in your being and making him manifest in you, in your very life itself. So how are we going to achieve it today? First is by listening. Next is by internalizing. Third is by manifesting the powerful cognitions. At last, with the grace and blessings through the darshan and the diksha of our beloved Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So let us learn about Bhava Samadhi Darshan. What is Samadhi? Sama means one with the source. Bhava means attitude or aspects. So Bhava Samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect. The Bhava you choose through that aspect, being with the source, Samadhi is called as Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Knowing this aspect is ultimate and being in one with is called as the Bhava Samadhi. The science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan is all the divine cosmic beings are real and they manifest from KAILASA, the enlightened time-space zone, through the deities and the incarnation. The divine cosmic beings manifest through Archavatara, deities in the temple, and through Bhava Samadhi Darshan in the Nijavataras, incarnations. What are the benefits of Bhava Samadhi Darshan? So during Bhava Samadhi Darshan, it is easily able to awaken your Kundalini Shakti, which is latent potential energy in every human beings. This awakening of these Kundalini Shaktis results in the extraordinary ability expressing through us, like third eye awakening, able to scan others' body, all the these powers of Paramashiva, and we are ability to have a remote vision, ability to scan anyone's body, levitation, teleportation, and materialization. All these are the side effects of the Kundalini awakening in each of us. And it also visually because of this Bhava Samadhi Darshan, because of this Kundalini awakening Shaktis, we are able to visibly see the slowdown of the aging process, and it improves the immunity into all the diseases in our body. Also, what is meant by darshan? Having darshan or even a glimpse brings lasting transformation in us, cleansing lifetimes of the karmas and rising you to the next level of superconscious breakthrough, like hitting the reset button on your being. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the incarnation. Mirror neurons activate and process all the observed moments or the information of the avatar just by the act of seeing. So that is why our entire body silently and without movement recreates what is happening distance far away and experience the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. So now we're going to learn about the supreme point of Hinduism, the very introduction about the supreme point of Hinduism after a short break. I request each one of you to stay tuned. Nithyanandam.
Itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment.
Yes, Nithyananda everyone, welcome back. Now I'll be entering into a segment where we're going to see about the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of KAILASA, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th living incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, and he is recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made a science of for manifestation, yoga, and temple-based university a lifestyle for humanity. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is ordained as the 33rd Guru Mahasannidhanam, the Pontiff of Kanchi KAILASA, Sarvanyapita Adinam, which is the Mandala Adinam. And he is the incumbent emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam. And he is the present 93rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kailashwanadattva Shamalapita Sarvanyapitam. And he is also the Mahamandleshwar, the supreme spiritual head of Mahanirvani Akada, the largest apex monastic order in the Hinduism. And he is also the 1008th Acharya Mahamandleshwar, the head for all the spiritual leaders of Atalakada, the ancient apex body of Hinduism. And he is also 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharmamukti Swargapuram Adinam. And he is also elected as a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by the congregation of over 1000 Hindu leaders and pontiff. He is revered as a teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most revered guru, read and watched by the millions of people over the internet. He has authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, which has been translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. Over 20 million copies of books and articles sold, read, and downloaded. Over 10,000 hours of discourses, and it has enriched the over 1 billion lives digitally. And he is respected as a commentator of all sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavatra Gita, and Jain Sutras. He is honored as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded internationally recognized Hindu leader. He is a reviver of 108 ancient sampradayas, Hindu sampradayas, including the Rudraganyas, Rudras, Rishis, Bhairavas, Bhairavis, Sannyasis. And he is established of largest Hindu university in the world, the KAILASA, Nithyananda Hindu University in the world with a satellite campuses in 150 countries. And he is established of 1,000 plus KAILASA enlightened ecosystems around the world. He is the founder and the reviver of over 100 Sarvanyapitams. He is a collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million public scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. With that, we'll be moving on to the next segment, Manifestation of Extraordinary Shaktis. After a short break, we request each one of you to stay tuned. Nithyananda.
itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all.
Yes, Nithyanandam, welcome back. Now we'll be entering into a segment of manifestation of extraordinary Shaktis. The Balasans, Nithyananda Yogis, the initiated disciples of Supreme Point of Hinduism, will now be demonstrating the power of body scanning and sharing with all the experience and the results of extraordinary manifestation of divine powers awakened in all of us through the Diksha and the initiation directly from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And in today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of us will be receiving the initiation to third eye awakening and various other powers with the blessings and the grace of Supreme Point of Hinduism, and also will be manifesting the powers today. So before getting into the power manifestation, let us understand what are these Shaktis, what are these powers, and what are the science behind this Shaktis. Many powers, Shaktis, are described in Vedas and Agamas as described as a system, method, and the science of human beings to explore the various possibilities and the powers and have the access to the various states of consciousness. The Shaktis manifest from a fundamental cognition that you are a divine, you need to manifest divine, and not you are a man, you need to reach divine. Here is the foundation is that you are Paramashiva. Your unmanifest recognize that you are as a Paramashiva. Even if you do not have manifested, if you have a doubt about yourself, even though in all the delusions you are Paramashiva. Understand that is why what Paramashiva is revealing through this body and through this system, through this methodology, and any samyama you do on powerful cognitions, you manifest only Shaktis, powers, not Siddhis. This is a direct statement from the Supreme Point of Hinduism. So what are the Shaktis and Siddhis? The Shaktis express from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of the feeling connection with the divine and the high integrity with the Guru, where Siddhis are the powers that manifest from the tapas of penance for enlightenment. Shaktis are the source of enlightenment, where Siddhis are on the path of enlightenment. The Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after initiation from the avatar, and they are permanent, where Siddhis are not permanent and they may divert you from the enlightenment. So who is the source of all these Shaktis? Paramashiva. Paramashiva is the primordial divinity in the Hinduism, the ultimate reality and the cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, and form. As the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and the Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or the five cosmic act of Srishti, creation, Shriti, maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, liberating grace for all the living entities. The Supreme Point of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, our beloved Guru, as a 1008th living incarnation and the representative of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization and nation, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. It was where the science of enlightenment and the powers was lived and taught as a lifestyle. For the first time in the modern day, the Supreme Point of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at record-breaking time never accomplished before. How this science is transferred from one generation to the another generation. This is only because of the Guru Parampara. The knowledge and the science of manifesting these Shaktis are passed down from one generation to the next generation through Diksha and initiation by the enlightened Gurus. The Supreme Point of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age, was taught and trained this science to revive the initiation and the knowledge repositories for billions to manifest the science of for manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga, Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, science of Aushadha, Advaita, Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva and Paramashiva Vijnana. Now, how do we awaken these Shaktis in all of us? Every ultimate truth, jnana, mapped into your cognitions, prajna, manifests as a possibility and power of every being as a prajnana. Now we will watch the four aspects, the science. Through the four aspects, how all this power manifestation is authenticated. First is the Sastra Pramana, the eternal, unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. Next is the Apta Pramana, the experience and the results of Aptas or authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who time tested and verified these sciences. Next is the Atma Pramana, The account of supreme point of Hinduism, this millennium avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. Next is the Pratyaksha Pramana, or the empirical evidence from the observation and the scientific experiments. Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for Hindus. Vedas are the pure science where the ultimate truths are explained. Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology and the applied science is expanded. Vedas and Agamas. Veda-agamas are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva. They are ultimate, eternal, unchangeable truths. A reference cited from these Shastras or source scriptures is called as a Shastra Pramanas. Now let us get ready to witness the very unique demonstration of the power of body scanning. Those who like to experience the power of body scanning, you can any one of your social media platforms where the live is happening, and you can post your questions. We'll pick up one of your questions and we'll demonstrate the power of body scanning.
Itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself.
Yes, welcome back. Now while everyone is taking time to register your questions, let's go over the four scriptural reference for the power of body scanning. First is Asa Pramana scriptural reference, which says, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognizant deeply from the subtle to the subtlest cognitive principles of a whole body or of the whole universe simultaneously consists of essential reality. They are being absorbed in the source cause, Paramashiva. By the experience of such restful awareness, one experience become complete with all the thoughts and ultimate universal divine power, the Paradevi. The Shakti is revealed, the supreme power manifestation happens. Next is the Apta Pramana, the reference of the power of body scanning from the life of Siddha. Tere was a Siddha and one of the prominent disciples of Agatyar. One day a man suffering from severe headache comes to the Agatyar for healing. Agatyar uses the power of body scanning and identified the root cause. That there was a small therai, a type of frog, sitting in a person's brain. Agatyar immediately instructed the therai, his disciple, to perform an open heart surgery and remove the frog. After the surgery is completed successfully, the person is healed and cured of headache. Thus, he gained the name Therai. Next is the Atma Pramana, the account of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's life. On 22nd December 2019, Supreme Pontiff of Bhava Nithyananda Paramashivam revealed how Swami uses the power of body scanning, paraphrasing his words. Only when I had a multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for a surgery and therefore for medical checkup related to that. At the time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs. It was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used the diagnostic method instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through the power of body scanning, I found out what the problems, imbalance happens and where balance has to be done. I used allopathy's second opinion to verify my findings. Next is the Shakti Pramanas, the experience and the results of external manifestation of the power of body scanning by the initiated disciples of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Now let us enter into the actual demonstration of power of body scanning. We have with us Sri Nithyananda, who asked for the power of body scanning. Now I'll be connecting in oneness with the Paramashiva by chanting the Mahavagya and remembering Swamiji in my third eye and connecting Swamiji. Let's all come to the space of restful awareness, sit straight and chant the Mahavagya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyanandam, what Swamiji is revealed because of the climatic change, your body fluids have changed a lot, and that is why you are facing indigestion over a week. Start taking Haritaki and also do all the cleansing process. This undigested food and accumulated in your lower intestine causes all these mental thought problems which you are facing now. Just by doing the external cleansing, you are able to easily overcome this process of internal cleansing also. So with that, we'll be having a happy life, a healthy life as well. So with that, we're coming to the end of this segment and we'll be moving on to the next segment after a short break. I request each one of you to stay tuned. Nithyanandam.
time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. The moment you decide Your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to KAILASA. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man.
Yes, Nithyanandam, welcome back. Now we'll be entering into segment. We're going to learn about who is Bhagavan Venkateshwara. Venkateshwara is one of the most powerful modern day incarnation. Happened in the Kali Yuga. Mahavishnu came down as Sesastri and Bhudevi took birth as Padmavati, and they got married and stayed in the planet with the body at least for 200 years. And they created a beautiful kingdom, blessing the devotees with the wealth, health, and all the auspicious things. He decided to stand in Tirumala, making himself available to all the devotees. Venkateshwara, he just became the deity. The very body, how he is standing, he just became the Archavatara. The Archavatara means the incarnation in the form of deity to receive all the worship and the devotions of the devotees. So Srinivasa became the Archavatara, standing in Tirumala and gracing the whole world, whole universe, showering wealth, health, and all the spiritual benefits. Venkateshwara has Sri Devi Mahalakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity, within his chest. There is one jewel which Bhagavan Venkateshwara is wearing, which we are still not able to put any value for it. On Venkateshwara's right chest, he is having the world's costliest jewel. He wears it on the Vaikuntha Ekadasi day on the Srivatsam. That jewelry is called Vaidurya. The Vaidurya diamond, if it is at least 1,000 years old, older than the diamond, that jewel is supposed to have come out of churning of Milky Ocean. And there is only one piece available in the planet Earth, that one Bhagavan Venkateshwara is wearing. Let us learn about the power of the energy field of Tirupati, which Bhagavan Venkateshwara resides as a Archavatara. Ramanuja, a great saint, was a great enlightened master, was staying many days in Tirupati, Tirumala, with his disciples. One day, Ramanuja was getting ready for his pilgrimage back. He packed his bags, some foods, and walked all the way the full day along with his disciples. Evening, they reached the downhill and they opened their food for eating. They found a lot of ants in the food. The disciples have started cleaning all the ants. Ramanuja just stopped. No, don't do. He just packed the whole food safely, not leaving one ant, walked back all the way uphill without having any food, especially in the night. All the disciples was wondering what is happening, what Ramanuja is doing. After going to the top of the hill again, Ramanuja opened the food and said, now leave the ants here, because we don't know how many janmas, the lifetime they meditated and did punya to take birth in the presence of Tirumala. The energy fields of Venkateshwara, we have no rights to take them out of this energy field and leave them somewhere else. Even when the masters become deities, Siddhas comes to live around in their presence. When the deities become master, naturally all the Siddhas, all the higher beings comes to live around them. Here is a Sastra Pramana from the Narayana Shuktam, verse number 1 says, this universe is an eternal being, Narayana, the imperishable, the supreme, the goal, multi-headed and multi-eyed, the omnipresent and omniscient, the source of delight of the whole universe. Next is the Apta Pramana, the reference from the life of enlightened masters or Siddha. Brahmanda Purana also contains the Sri Venkateshwara Sahasranamam, which is the 1,000 names of Lord Venkateshwara, which occurs as a conversation between the sage Vashishta and sage Narada, and also Venkateshwara Stotra Shostram, which is the 108 names of Lord Sri Venkateshwara. In the Kirta Yuga, Lord Narasimha; in the Tirtha Yuga, Lord Sri Rama; in Dwapara Yuga, Lord Sri Krishna; and in the Kali Yuga, Sri Lord Venkateshwara are called as the Pratyaksha Devams, which is the living deities. Next is the Atma Pramana, the experience of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism said, Venkateshwara is the muscle memory of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. I have a very strong connection with Venkateshwara. My mother came to know that she was carrying me when she was on a pilgrimage to Venkateshwara temple in Tirupati. She did the Anga Pradeshana, thus accumulating the temple by rolling on the floor around it. And after that, she vomited. Usually people vomit after the Anga Pradeshana. They gave her the prasada, the considered food of laddu, the fried Indian sweet. And after that also, again she started vomiting. Then the elders saw the pulse and confirmed that she was carrying. The first sweet I got is from Venkateshwara. I have a strong connection with Venkateshwara. The direct statement from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So what are the benefit of worshipping Bhagavan Venkateshwara? He becomes endowed with a great reputation and becomes the foremost among the kith and kings. He acquires the undiscriminated wealth in the world, unexcelled properties. Bhagavan Venkateshwara bestows all the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, the divine auspicious qualities, and the one who worship him receive the abundance in the wealth and all other dimension of the wealth. In today's Darshan, Bhagavan Venkateshwara will be manifest into the Nija Avatara, the 1008th living incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, our beloved Guru, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. And we all will be receiving the blessing and initiation into, he will be receiving, initiating all of us into awakened wealth consciousness in all of us. So now let us enter and understand what is meant by real wealth, what is the right understanding about the wealth, and what are the dimensions of the wealth after a short break. We request each one of you to stay tuned. Nithyanandam.
Itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression, or the worst suicidal patterns, or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to KAILASA. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression, or the worst suicidal patterns, or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability.
Yes, Nithyanandam, welcome back to Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan preparation. Now let us understand the two dimensions of wealth creation. The first is Shankanidhi, next is Padmanidhi. Shankanidhi means conquered wealth, the conquered from the natural sources. Padmanidhi means flowered wealth, like lotus, which is credited. Padmanidhi is made of flowers from the natural resources. And there are two dimensions of the wealth sustenance. One is the Kubera, next is Lakshmi. The Kubera holds wealth and sits on wealth. Example, treasury, stock market. Kuberas enjoy the subtle power that holding the power wealth can bring. Next is the Lakshmi, which represents the wealth that is flowing, circulating, which is current. Lakshmi uses the wealth to enrich herself and the world. Lakshmi creates wealth effortlessly, using it freely, distribute unconditionally. So what is the way of wealth creation? The very Hindu way. The life can be equated to two things. One is ability to achieve what you want in inner or outer world. Two is just getting stuck in both the world. These are only two equations. Everybody wants wealth, but they do not increase the life in them to the level they want it. Wealth can be equal to the life energy you express. It is a state equation because as of now, a normal man has the wealth as a first priority in the life. So if you do not manifest wealth, don't blame anybody. You are not expressing life in you. So life energy is not happening in you. In each one of our life, who are facing having that wealth is one of the major problem in their life. It is always they have the idea that it is because of somebody, it is because of the surrounding, it is because of my family, it is because of my business I'm doing. It is always they put the reason outside the pocket. So that is why we are still not able to find the solution and fix it. Here, the very understanding gives, the very equation gives, the wealth is equal to the life energy you express in your life. So now, life energy is not happening in you. That is why you are not able to manifest the wealth. So the reason is within us. So we are able to look in and we can easily able to fix it. So what is the goal of creating wealth? The creating wealth is an integral part of each one of our life. Krishna says very beautifully in Gita, Gahano Karmano Gadihi. The universe by its very nature works. If you have at least the goal of creating wealth, you will be creative. Your energy will be channeled properly. The first priority in life should be for moksha, enlightenment. Till that happens, the second priority can be creating wealth. So why should you create wealth? Creating wealth makes you non-violent because you use the whole of energy becomes creative. Creating wealth brings tremendous interest in life and others also. So let us understand what is mean by wealth, because in our life, we may have accumulated different definitions, different ideas, different cognitions about the wealth. It may be directly, you may have cognized about it, or you may heard from somebody. And many of them are not sure about what is mean by real wealth. Here in this time, let's take a moment to understand what is the right understanding about the wealth, which is directly given by Paramashivoham himself. Wealth is not just an object or a thing to be achieved. It is the extension of you. Anything that you adds to you is a wealth. The quality of health you enjoy, or the state of your relationship, the fulfillment you experience in your career, or your mental state, or your sense of inner fulfillment, all these are measure of the success with which you create wealth in your life. So with this, we came to the conclusion that wealth is not even just a money or a currency. Money is a one wealth, currency is a one wealth, but the assets are the one more wealth. Being alive and active is also a one wealth. All these four put together is a wealth. One is the money, next currency, assets, and being active. Wealth is neither good nor bad. It is a utility value in your life. So what is wealth consciousness? Wealth consciousness means making a clear decision to break out of all the myths and mental patterns that improvise us and draw us again and again into the poverty cycle. This is what we're going to manifest today out of this Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Creating a strong wealth consciousness. Nothing means just clearing all the decisions and break all the myths you accumulated, you carried, and still carrying inside you, which drawing you again and again back into the poverty cycle, the vicious cycle. That is why we are still having the wealth as one of the major problems in our life, and we are not able to manifest wealth in our life, which everyone wishes to have in their life, right? So what is wealth consciousness? It is just a process of clearing all the earlier decisions and the myths and mental pattern you carried about the wealth. That is a simple process we're going to manifest today, and along with the blessings of Supreme Fount of Hinduism, we're going to be gracing us in the Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan with the help of them. With the help of him, we're going to manifest today. So let us understand how we can manifest wealth. See, you manifest what you believe. It is not that what you aspire or what you like. You don't manifest what you desire, you manifest your cognitions. What you cognize and what you perceive as a reality, you will manifest in your life. So there is a big gap between the belief and desire. Many of us say, oh, I really desire wealth, but deep down you believe wealthy people are arrogant people, bad people, and they do a lot of worse things. If you believe that wealthy people are like arrogant and they bad people and do a lot of arrogant stuff, like illegal stuffs or wrong things, how are you going to manifest wealth in your life? If you have that belief, how are you going to manifest in your life? You may say, oh, I have desire for wealth, but deep inside, if you're able to look inside, you may have many wrong ideas about the wealth or wealthy people. That is why you are not able to manifest wealth in your life. So perception. See, your perception is the material out of which your reality is made. What you perceive, what you create, what you believe, out of which only what is reality is made. If you desire wealthy, but you perceive, cognize that wealthy people are bad or wealth is too much responsibility, naturally, you will not able to manifest wealth in your life. This gap between your desire and what your perception is the mental pattern. Breaking this, moving out of this is what we call as the wealth consciousness. So many of you may have doubt, oh, no, I have only desire about wealth. I don't have any cognitions about the wealth, bad impression about the wealth. If you look in yourself, just take a moment, we're going to have a few of the examples, the few common examples of how people we believe have a wrong idea about the wealth. The first common belief is wealthy people are arrogant and bad people. You carry this deep resistance of wealth, which is leading to you will not accumulate wealth. Next, even if you accumulate, you will carry the guilt of wealth. But the truth is, arrogance does not come by wealth. Arrogant people will be arrogant whether they have wealth or not. Arrogant means, I think everyone may be aware that behaving as if you are the most important than and known more than the other people. But we are wrongly associate wealth to the arrogance, creating the pattern and start hating wealth as well. The same way we hate arrogance. In the name of we hating the arrogant people, same way we are hating the wealth itself. Same way what we done for the arrogant people. The next is poverty is good. Some places it is not for everyone, but some places deep inside, some places, some situation which forced you to feel that poverty is your good. Deep inside it, we label poverty as a very good quality. We feel reverence and respect for the poverty. Then how are we going to generate wealth? The third common belief is handling wealth is more responsible. See, we may feel uncomfortable. Whatever I want, I will not get it. Maybe you came to this conclusion by looking at some wealthy people who did not have any time for themselves. I think in our lifestyle, we may have seen many of the celebrities, cine stars, even the cricketers. We may have seen many places that they are not able to, they are fully engaged. And many places they may have shown that they are not able to spend time with their family and they are not able to spend time with themselves. These are the certain situations you started accumulated from the outside world. Feel that, oh, having the wealth is more responsibility. I will not able to have time with myself and with my family. So I don't want wealth. This may not be a direct statement, but opposing all these statements, it directly or indirectly come to the conclusion that I'm not going to manifest wealth in my life. So these are the common beliefs which we carry in our life. Another belief is making money is a sin. See, understand, create as much wealth as you can. Celebrate it, share it, because wealth conscious is the high creativity with the high responsibility as well. And we also have the one thing that wealthy people work smart, not hard. It's a direct statement from Supreme Point of Hinduism. He said, don't be too lazy to bend your body and mind to realize your dreams. Read the story of any famous millionaire today, and you will see that wealth does not come from a genie in a bottle. So it is always been a hard work. The very example, the life example of Supreme Point of Hinduism stands for this statement. It is only because of all his hard work he was able to build the KAILASA, the only Hindu nation for the humanity. and you have to be worthy of it. Many of them feel, oh, I'm not feeling worthy of having this much wealth. If somebody tomorrow comes and gives you this much millions of dollars, you will feel like, oh, am I worth of it? Many of you may have inside this self-doubt about yourself. Am I worth of having this kind of wealth? See, understand, wealth serves those who are wealthy in their very consciousness. When you are very consciously wealthy, you are able to manifest wealth in your life. So now what is will persistence? Why there is a need for will persistence? Because this is going to give us a tremendous charge and energy to transform ourselves from what we are till now and what we're going to change to manifest wealth in our life after a short break. We request each one of you to stay tuned. Nithyanandam.
Itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression, or the worst suicidal patterns, or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater signs is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater signs of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to KAILASA. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness.
Yes, Nithyananda, welcome back. Now let us understand what is there is a need for the will persistence. Understand that anything you cognize, you create a certain energy field about your cognition. You attract situation, people, everything around you to make the cognition to reality. So all you need is will persistence. I think every one of us experience this kind of situation where you're able to cognize something and you manifest the same thing in your life. This is what we call as a will persistence. That is what the power of cognition has. So with just your decision that you are not going to give up your intention is the will persistence. So why? What is the first step in this process of manifesting this wealth? Is repair your mental patterns. Your mental patterns go on be affecting you, but you always tell, oh, I'm too busy to repair myself. It is like sitting in a broken car and go to be around, rotating the handles and pushing and pulling the gears. Do whatever you want. You're not going to move anywhere on even a single inch. And if somebody says, why don't you repair your broken car? You are not moving. You will be like, oh, no, I'm too busy to repair. I can't get down now. I'm repair because I'm hardly going to some places. It's utter stupidity, right? With the broken car, you're not going to move an inch. And is it possible in each one of our life to come out of this mental pattern? The answer is yes. You may be desiring to have a wealth, but you may not be believing, perceiving, cognizing it as your possibility. The first and foremost important step we need to do is create the energy field of attracting the wealth, creating the will persistence, creating the strong energy field inside you to create the wealth in our life. Yes. Now we're going to watch a short video which explains the secrets of attracting wealth, which is directly guided by the supreme point of Hinduism. Just listen to the whole satsang. We're going to replicate, we're going to do the same process, and we're going to come out of all the mental patterns which were struck for years and years, janmas and janmas, births and births. With this we will able to come out of all the myths and the ideas, beliefs which you carry about the wealth. And with the right understanding about the wealth, we're going to come out of this and we're going to manifest wealth consciousness today. Let us watch the satsang now.
The first step we need to do, looking back, the gap between your desire and your cognitions.
how you started perceiving wealth, money. How you started perceiving. I can tell you a small story. First time, how I was introduced to money and started interacting with money. I still remember my 3rd birthday. My father has given me a Ganesha who actually ate food. If you have read my biography, you would have read the incident. If you are interested, you can go to YouTube where I have narrated the whole story. I was given that Ganesha as a gift and I was so curious and busy with playing with the deity. And then in Indian village we have a habit, all the family elders will give coins on the birthday as a gift to the kids. So I was sitting and playing with my Ganesha and all the family elders came. I am supposed to bow down to them. It's a tradition. So I touch their feet and they will give money. A lot of money got collected. Must be some 70-80 rupees. In those days it's a big money. And for a kid it's a too big money. And it was too much of coins and notes, so my father helped me to pack the whole thing in a hand key. So I looked at him and asked, what should I do with this? He said, you can buy whatever you want. I said, I don't need anything. I only wanted this Ganesha. You already gave it to me. I don't need anything. He said, then you can give it to anybody you want. So I just called all my cousins, brothers, everyone was playing. I grew up in a large joint family. 27 of us grew up together. So it's almost like a one school, small school. So all of them were playing. I called in my loud voice, hey, anybody wants, come and take this money? I don't want it. So 4 or 5 kids were running and my elder brother ran fast and took the whole thing, whole hand key. My father told me to tell my elder brother to share everyone, to share with all. I said, I have decided I don't want. And I said, whoever wants, take it. So he took it. How can I interfere in this after that? It's up to him. I will not even interfere, giving any further instruction to how they should share or who should share and all that. I said I don't want. That's my first relationship with money. I still see very clearly that's the same relationship. Still I don't touch money. I don't handle. Never felt the need. Anyhow, I am not saying this should be your pattern or this should be your... I am just giving you an example of how I started relating with. So now dig out how you started relating with money. That was actually my completion with money. I touched first time money only to give dana. Still I am doing the same thing. Still I touch money only to give dana. How you cognized money, wealth, what all your perceptions and beliefs and cognitions about money. Let's dig out. Let's get them out first. The moment you remember money, does it bring tremendous pain, suffering, impossibility, all that in you? What is the emotion or energy it invokes in you? So put your pen to paper and just keep writing whatever comes to your mind. If you feel tortured, irritated, the moment you think of money, whatever you think, Money is difficult, money is impossible, money is... Unless you cheat, you can't get the money. Even if you cheat it, somebody will cheat from you. So much goes on inside you about money. Your incompletions with money. Just spend few minutes and let's dig out all the incompletions, mental patterns we have, perceptions, beliefs and cognitions we have about money. Listen, the first step we need to do now, cleaning up, completing these mental thought patterns, the incompletion patterns related to wealth, and stopping them from recurring. Please understand, biggest problem is when you do not recognize something as a pattern, it continues to exist in you and recur. Please understand. Recurring, for example, today you remember, yes, I have a lot of incompletions and patterns. Incompletion means, let me define. Your past sitting in your present, not letting you live your future is incompletion. It has no logic. Because you lost love of somebody, you decide never to love again. It has no logic. Tons of negative decisions, cognitions you make about life is incompletion. I'll give you one small example. 8-year-old kid is in the classroom, teacher asks, who is the first Prime Minister of India? The kid jumps on the bench and shouts, Mahatma Gandhi. Naturally, the whole class laughs. Because Mahatma Gandhi is not, neither is Mahatma nor is first Prime Minister. Okay, let's leave it. When the whole class laughs, she decides never to come in the front, jump up and be active. Even after 50 years, if she becomes a CEO of a company, in the team meeting, she will be telling her ideas to somebody else and somebody else will be presenting. Even if she is the head of the meeting, she will continue to suffer the decision she made at the age of 8. How many of you see this is happening even in your life in some form? That is what I call incompletion. Understand, there is a very powerful science by Sadashiva in Agama. Sadashiva is the first Guru, Adi Guru. He explains in Agama, of course, the moment I utter this word, many will have many questions. What? Sadashiva? He was supposed to be God. Was he Guru? He was supposed to be energy. Was he teaching? Let me be very clear. He is the pure consciousness beyond time and space, but he also assumed form within the time and space. The formless came in form many times and taught the great spiritual truths to the world. We should not even use the word was. Is the right word. He gives a beautiful science of completing with this incompletion patterns, known, unknown. Understand, if you know the reason for certain pattern, it is called known pattern. If you don't know, it is unknown pattern. Sometimes you will have a heaviness, suffocation, but you don't even know why. That is unknown pattern. Sometimes you know why you are going through what you are going through. That is known pattern. Known or unknown, you can complete. You can be out of it. It is possible. It is possible. I'll explain this science of completion. Understand, this one technique can help you whether you want to get rid of your headache or your whole ignorance and get into enlightenment. Whether you want as simple as healing your headache or as complicated as enlightenment. Anything, this one technique can give you. This one technique, it is a complete end-to-end, alpha to omega. It's from Sadashiva directly. In the Agama, 94th verse, 22nd technique. The chapter is called Shivajnanopanishad and also called as Vijnana Bhairava. Chittat yanta kritiranasti mamantar bhavayet iti vigalpanam abhavena vigalpair uchito bhavet. You don't have to remember. I am uttering every time so that I will remember. That's all. No, it is just to keep the purity of the teaching. I want all of you to know, whatever I am sharing with you is my personal enlightenment experience, which is in tune with the earlier master's experience. My Apta Pramana, my Atma Pramana in tune with the Apta Pramana, means the earlier masters. The Shastra Pramana. Only that can become your Sakshi Pramana. Never learn from a person who does not have Atma Pramana, enlightenment. He will be only Pandit, repeating. Same way, never learn from a person who claims yes, enlightenment, but does not keep his experience in tune with the Shastra Pramana and shares with you. It's always dangerous. Maybe it must have been good for him, but we don't know whether it is good for all of you. The Atma Pramana should always be acid washed with Apta Pramana, Shastra Pramana. Only that can become Sakshi Pramana, experiential reality for you. Never learn from anybody who has only knowledge, not experience. Same way, never learn from somebody who claims having only experience and does not connect, purify, make it in tune with the Shastra and presents it to you. There is always a danger. If you don't bother about the Shastra Pramana, you may be having kakka biryani. Be careful. Listen. To keep the purity of the teachings, I keep the original Sanskrit verses. I'll give you the translation now. Consciously feel within the mind stuff of past memories of incompletion, with its activities as mind, intellect and ego, not existing in me, by contemplating this way in your inner space, disidentify from the past impressions and memories of completion, put your active attention at the space of past happening, relive these imagined impressions and memories of incompletion, then the mind stop having fully ceased from its present characteristics of forming thought patterns and cognitions is complete. Thus you become complete and achieve the original space of complete completion. Listen, now I will explain. I have read out the translation. I will explain what to do. Now you wrote many of the patterns, incompletions, thought currents you are having about money, ideas, cognitions you developed about money from the young age. Do only one thing. Just go back to that same age when the incidents happened in you, the cognition started building in you, the beliefs started building in you, the idea started building in you, the perception started building in you. Relive the same situation. I am not asking you just remember. Remembering means, for example, something happened at the age of 7 which is still hurting you about money. You asked 1 rupee from your uncle and he did not give, but he gave it to his son. It's still sitting and hurting. If now you are 47, this happened 7. You being 47-year-old person and remembering what happened at the age of 7 is remembering. Forget you are 47, forget who you are now. You may be having millions. Just become that 7-year-old who asked and did not receive. For you that 1 rupee must have been almost life. I have seen people, they develop even wheezing when they were not given as simple as a chocolate or an ice cream by their friend or family or brother. I have seen. Because for a child, it may be life. Just go back, forget who you are now. Become that person. When that incident happened, relive. Just see what has happened at that time. You will see many of the unknown, suppressed emotions will break. And I tell you, many diseases will be healed. I have seen people walking out of tumors, cancers, asthma, wheezing, just by completion. Because many of your diseases have their roots in some of the incompletions of the past. When you relive, many pain parts in you breaks. Pain bodies collapse. The pain patterns melt down, which completes many other issues which you don't even remember. I have seen when people do completion, to complete the wealth-related incompletions, suddenly they get into health. Because the same incompletions which created wealth issues only were creating health issues. When they melt down, people become free even from both. Listen carefully. I'll repeat once more. Now you would have written so many patterns, incompletions, thought currents, ideas, cognitions. Take few minutes. Go back to each incident, each pain, each hurting. Relive. 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 Don't justify what happened. Don't try to console yourself. No consolation will work. No justification will work. Neither help others nor try to help yourself. Just relive. I've seen when somebody has tears, others try to console. No, relax. You are not more compassionate than me. Let me do that job. You don't interfere in my job. Let you just go through. Even you don't try to console yourself. That is not going to work. If something has to break inside, let it break. It's okay. When you relive, the powerlessness, incompletion loses power over you. I'll guide you step by step. And I commit with you, I'll lead you all to completion. And I know how to awaken, trigger the incompletions in you and break them. Help you to relive and relieve. I am supporting all of you. Have courage. Let's clean up.
Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life.
Nithyananda everyone, welcome back to the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. So now let us enter into the completion segment. The first step is going to be cleaning up all the incompletions and the pattern that you carry about the wealth and creating a right, powerful space, powerful magnetic energy center within ourselves. This will be used to attract wealth, situations and people that supports us and create wealth like magnetic energy center for manifesting wealth the way we want. So dedicate some time and dig out all the incompletions about the money. Keep writing whatever comes to your mind the moment you remember money. So the moment when you have the incompletions with the money, the moment you remember the money, the various thoughts, emotions will arise in you. So write down all of that. Many times it will be a lot of pain and suffering, impossibility related to the money. So the moment you think of money, whatever you feel, whatever you start thinking, like money is difficult, money is impossible, even if you cheat, you cannot get the money, or even if you cheat, somebody else will cheat you. The various thoughts and emotions will start going on in you. Write down all of that. All of these are incompletions sitting in you, which is not letting you create wealth in your life, or which is not letting you create the wealth consciousness in your life. So spend a few minutes and dig out all the incompletions, belief, mental pattern that we have, perceptions, cognitions that we have about the money. The moment you remember about the money, so much goes inside you, like your incompletions with the money, just pen down, just give few minutes and pen down, dig out all the incompletions, belief, mental patterns. In the next step, you are going to be writing when this belief or cognitions started happening in your life. Understand each belief or cognition starts from a particular incident. Identify those incidents when this wrong or the incomplete belief about the wealth has started forming in you. So all the cognitions or understanding or perceptions that you are carrying about the wealth, it has started at some point of time in your life. So you have to find that time, that incident when it has started forming or when it took birth in your life. And in the final step, you are going to be reliving yourself from these powerless cognitions, belief patterns, mental patterns about the wealth. So complete all those incompletions. The process was also explained by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the previous video, in the video that we saw just before this slides. So go back to the same age when that incident happened, when the idea, belief, perception started building in you. In the second step, is about creating the space. So once you clean up all the blind spots from your life, in the next step, you start creating the right space for what you want to manifest in your life. So you're going to be making a clear decisions about what you want in coming 3 months in the dimension of wealth. So as we all have built various powerful understanding about the wealth, so we can very clearly say that for some of us, the wealth may be money. For some, wealth could be person, or for some people, it could be a good situation, the situation that you want to have. And for some people, being active, and for some people, manifesting powers itself can be a wealth. So whatever you consider as a wealth, or whatever wealth you want to manifest in your life in coming next 3 months, please write it down also. So whatever you consider as a wealth you want to manifest or attract in the next 3 months, please pen it down. So now we'll look into the grace of Guru, and this is also one of the very powerful way to bring completion in your life, and not just in the dimension of wealth, but in every aspect of your life, you can bring the completion just by the grace of Guru. So there is two different processes that we are discussing now. One is the process of completion, where you dig out when for each of the powerless cognitions, you look into certain situations and you start looking into the incident when those powerless cognitions or belief or emotions have started forming in you. You relive and complete with all of them. The second step is just the grace of the Guru. The grace of Guru itself can heal and complete you with all the blind spots that you are carrying. So let's dive deeper into it and let's build more powerful understanding about it. Understand, with the deep devotion and the oneness with the Guru, you can complete with all the binding cognitions on the wealth and manifest a life with prosperity and abundance. So now we'll be presenting some of the Shastra Pramana, which talks about the same truth. Means just by the grace of Guru, you can complete with all the binding cognitions in your life. So this is the verse from Sri Guru Gita, where Bhagavan Paramashiva says to Devi Parashakti, the syllable Gu is darkness and the syllable Ru is the light. There is no doubt that the Guru is indeed the supreme knowledge that swallows the darkness of ignorance. Means all the blind spots or binding cognition that we carry, Guru, the knowledge from the Guru can swallows all of this. So what needs to be done for that? For that, Paramashiva says that always remember the Guru's form, constantly repeat the divine name given by the Guru, always follow the Guru's command, the Guru Agya, think of nothing other than the Guru. Out of compassion, I shall tell you how the embodied soul becomes Brahman, having been purified of all the sins by serving the feet of Guru. So just by doing the seva to Guru, doing the work of Guru, the embodied soul can become the Brahman. It can be purified from all the sins, all the binding cognitions, inadequate cognitions that we carry, and can reach the space of Brahman. So Guru is not a Vyakti, not a person as we imagine. He is a principle, he is a Tattva, he is simply a physical representation of the divine. In the Vedic tradition, the Guru is more important than the God itself. God is always and everywhere, but it is the Guru who opens the disciple's eye to the existence of the God. Guru is the doorway to one's own experience of the divine. Guru exists as the embodiment of God, and the God is the unmanifest form of Guru. God is the state of Guru, Guru is the statement of the God. Guru is the manifest of Paramashiva, and Paramashiva is the unmanifest existence of God. Guru. So Guru and Paramashiva both are one and the same, one manifestation of each other. Guru Bhakti, which is intense, pure existential energy, which can liberate you from all the known, unknown, unnecessary delusions. So this is the understanding that we build. So now we'll be looking into how, by the grace of Guru, how to build the grace of Guru, the Guru Bhakti, to complete with all such binding cognitions. So now we are going to watch one of the powerful darshans to awaken the Guru Bhakti, to awaken the feeling connection with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let us watch this darshan video of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
गोविंद माधवा नित्य नारायण गोविंद केशवा नित्य नारायण गोविंद ನಿತ್ಯ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಮಾಧವ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಕೇಶವ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಮಾಧವ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಕೇಶವ ಹರ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯನಂತ ಹರೆ ನಿತ್ಯ ಹರೆ 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 ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯನಂತ ಹರೆ ನಿತ್ಯ ಹರೆ 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 ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯನಂತ ಹರೆ ನಿತ್ಯ ಹರೆ 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 ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯನಂತ ಹರೆ ನಿತ್ಯ ಹರೆ ಹರೆ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಮಾಧವ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಕೇಶವ 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 ಹರೆ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯನಂತ ಹರೆ ನಿತ್ಯ ಹರೆ 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 ನಿತ್ಯ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಮಾಧವ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಕೇಶವ 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 ನಿತ್ಯ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಮಾಧವ
So all of us want to live with the wealth and abundance in our life. We want to live as Bhagavan Venkateshwara. However, we have a question: is it possible for me? How long will it take for me to realize it? I have tried before but have not been successful.